Hey gamers, welcome back to the Daily Dose. My name is XONEVANT, and today I want to talk about Titanfall. Now, I was just reminded of this on Facebook. I've been meaning to do a commentary about this ever since we got word of Titanfall and saw some of the release footage, but I've just been so busy. But thanks to Sam Takara on Facebook for hooking me up with the article. I just went and read it, and it just pumped me up, man. So I had some plans for today's dose, but I just scrapped them. I'm going to use them some other time. And I figured I would just talk about Titanfall and some of the things that I'm interested in and kind of what I'm looking forward to. So a lot of you guys know that I love the campaign in games. I'm not truly a real big like online multiplayer kind of guy, but this thing that they're calling story player, right, which is multiplayer and kind of campaign put together, where you play multiplayer online, but there is a developing story that happens, and I think that's going to add a lot of depth to the game that we don't currently have. And I know right now that they've said that Titanfall does not even have a campaign at all. Like, there's no campaign, period. I'm assuming it's still going to be a $60 purchase, but it's going to be online only, multiplayer only. Now, whether you're a fan of Call of Duty or not, Call of Duty did kind of help revitalize the online multiplayer experience. So did Halo. Battlefield then came around. So those are like the three big titles that kind of invigorated this online multiplayer scene. And I'm sure there's some others too based on your preferences, but those are the ones that are like recognized as being like the three that kind of got us to where we are right now. But Titanfall, with the whole storyline component, could this be what takes multiplayer kind of to the next level? You see what I mean? Now, the one thing I don't like about the whole Titanfall deal is that it's going to be Xbox One only. Now, I don't have any hate for Microsoft. That's fine. If they sign a deal with them, that's cool. But for it to really compete with games like Call of Duty and Battlefield, it really honestly needs to be on both consoles. Now, will it drive people to buy the Xbox One? Probably, right? If you're getting tired of Call of Duty, right? Because I feel like a lot of the Call of Duty guys are probably going to kind of migrate to this game before necessarily the Battlefield guys will, even though I think there will be some bleed over there too. But if you're getting tired of Call of Duty, which a lot of people are, then, let's say you buy Ghost around Christmas time. After about a month or two, which tends to be the life cycle of how fun Call of Duty can be, a lot of people that I'm talking to say, oh yeah, after 2 or 3 months it gets boring. Well, supposedly Titanfall is supposed to be launching in the first 2 quarters of next year. So about the time you're getting bored with Call of Duty, bam, you're going to be hit up with Titanfall. And even if you can't afford to get the Xbox One, or you're just waiting on the Xbox One, it's still supposedly going to be available for the 360. Obviously, we don't know, if it's going to be a truly downgraded experience, or if it's going to have most of the components left in. I'm sure the graphics and stuff will be tweaked, obviously, but as far as the overall concept of the game and stuff like that. So I gotta be real with you guys, I'm pretty jazzed up about this Titanfall game. So you guys know that I'm buying the PlayStation 4 as soon as I possibly can, and I'm probably just going to wait on the Xbox One, especially now that we know that the whole Kinect thing is kind of out of play and all that kind of stuff. I will be getting an Xbox One based on the reversal of their policies. But I'm not going to be buying the Xbox One just for this game, because obviously if this game ends up being a flop or not as good as the hype is, then I don't want to waste all that money just buying an Xbox One for this game. So what I'm probably going to do is get this for the 360, just kind of, check it out, see how it goes, because I already have a 360. I won't have to buy a whole console to play it. But if it is everything that it says it is, and the gameplay is spectacular like it's looking to be, then it will probably be enough to push me over the edge and go ahead and get the one pretty fast. So if you plan on getting a PlayStation 4, or you're going to get one at Christmas, this title will not be available to you. Now, there are rumors going around that this may just be a timed exclusive, and that after a year or two it may actually come over to PlayStation 4. I did read a couple of articles that stated that it was never going to come to the PlayStation 4 because Titanfall uses the cloud, I guess the cloud servers that Xbox has at their arsenal or whatever, the 300,000 servers or whatever. So who knows, man? Who knows this kind of stuff? When it all comes down to it, money talks, right? And if behind closed doors there's enough money being exchanged, it'll come to PlayStation 4. It'll go to both consoles. That's just how this world works. So this game is looking sweet, man. I mean, from what I can tell, we're gonna have story-driven multiplayer, which is completely cool. I want to definitely check that out. We're gonna have not only enemy online multiplayer, right, like humans, but we're gonna have this neutral AI system that's somehow woven into the multiplayer too. I think that's gonna be a unique experience. We got big titans, right? And from what I'm hearing and from what I've read in this article that Sam gave me, was the button control is so precise Like the guy was saying that he can't even verbalize how precise the controls feel with this game. Plus it's running at 60 frames a second, and he says that even though it's running at 60 frames a second, it feels faster than Call of Duty, which is pretty fast. So if this title ends up becoming what they are advertising it to be, I think this could truly be the next iteration of how we think about online multiplayer. And I think Destiny is up there too. I think the games that we play now, right, where you just hop into a lobby and you just go and you just kill people, I think those days may be numbered. If there's story inside of multiplayer, that is going to be fascinating. I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know how they're going to weave it in there. But if it exists and it actually adds depth to the multiplayer experience, that's the games that I want to play. I don't know about you guys, but that's the ones that I want to play. They'll be way more innovative, way more enjoyable. So that's it, guys. I think that this game, if it does what it says it can do, could very well change the way that we play games online, and it could set the standard for how we play games online. Anyway, so that's it, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's dose, and I will see you in tomorrow's show. You guys be good.